talking about the West, and boy, there's a lot going on there right now. Very heavy snow coming down in the Sierra. We're looking for possible near blizzard conditions in the northern Rockies tomorrow. And what's interesting about what's happening right now is we look at the really big pictures that you can really see this flow here. It's not so much a low that's triggering the weather right now as much as it is a flow, a really profound flow of moisture coming up from parts of the deep tropical Pacific there and into the west coast of the U.S. This is called an atmospheric river, and these atmospheric rivers are responsible for 90% of the north-south moisture transport across the globe. And you've got one of these that is now driving right into California, right where we need the precipitation. A lot of rain coming down now. There's going to be a widespread 1 to 2 inch amounts and a lot more than that in some areas. A little too much of a good thing here on the north side of the Bay Area. The creeks are coming up. We're getting some standing water in some areas. So there is a flash flood warning for Marin and Sonoma counties, wine country. That's going until 5 o'clock, and we may see more of that kind of thing. And then when you look at the snow, not a whole lot of it showing up on the radar, and that's because the snow levels are very high right now at about 7,000 to 8,000 feet. They'll slowly come down to around 6,000 feet by late tonight, and so we're going to get more snow as a result of that. This is the model forecast right in here, and you can see how the moisture just continues to drive into the mountains there. Really heavy rain in the foothills, and then we see a little more snow showing up on that model depiction as the snow levels come down. And all told, it's probably going to be about 1 to 2 feet at 7,000 to 8,000 feet, and then probably well above that, above 8,000 feet, maybe 3 to 4 to 5 feet in total. Very healthy snows, and it's great to build up the snowpack there in California. Now here into Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, we're getting mostly light snow right now. Low pressure is going to be strengthening though, developing. Notice that we're going to see more of these lines into tomorrow afternoon, indicating very steep pressure gradient, strong winds there. Jackson Hole 35, 40 miles per hour, which means maybe very low visibilities, could be a quarter of a mile. And that could mean near blizzard or blizzard conditions. Then it winds down Saturday, and there's a look at the total amount of snow. Very healthy here going through late Saturday. And then our storm comes out and into the middle of the country, and Tom's got more on that, and a huge area of real estate being affected by the storm.
Yeah, it sure will be, Carl. And all you have to do is track that storm through the cold air, and you're going to get snowfall to the north of it. And we're going to show you how that sets up here. So take a look right across this area here. These are all winter storm warnings that are in effect. Well over 1,000-mile area here that we're going across. That low comes out off the Rockies and it goes in this direction. And typically you get your heavy snow on the northern side of the track of that low pressure system. That's exactly what's going to happen. Watch as we go through today into tonight, then into Friday, and watch this area light up here with heavier snow through the day Friday into Friday night. Look at that. Places like Minneapolis, in through Milwaukee, Green Bay, and boy, I'll tell you what, I think the real hot spot here for snow is going to be between Milwaukee and Green Bay going into western lower Michigan here. 8 to 12 inches of snow not out of the question for that area before this is moved eastward during the day on Saturday. Very important timing-wise here, because take a look at Minneapolis. This is Friday. Rush hour starts right about there. Just about the same time as the heavy snow coming into the area, 5 to 8 inches, and a bulk of that snow is going to fall in that Friday night time frame. So get home early, hunker down, and you'll be okay. Take a look at the snowfall. Heavier amounts right now being forecast on the southern side of the metro area versus the northern side, but really it's all going to be shovelable snow in here. So take heed and plan accordingly so you can minimize your impacts there. Your temperatures are going to drop very drastically, as we've been talking about, in the wake of that cold front, that snow going through Saturday into Sunday. So that snow's going to be down on the ground, and then it's just going to cake up into ice. In Green Bay, you're going to have similar. Get home early tomorrow evening, because overnight tomorrow night and into Saturday, as much as 8 to 12 inches of snow across your area. You can see double-digit snows here in the Green Bay area. And if we go into, let's take a look at Chicago here, you're right on the southern edge of this, so your snow is probably going to occur tomorrow night into Saturday, but then during the day Saturday, it's going to get warm enough for the possibility of a little sleet, maybe even freezing rain and rain. And then later Saturday night and into Sunday, that temperature drops drastically once again, and you go down into really, really Arctic conditions. Again, snowfall here, you see it here about 3 to 4 inches. The heavier snows are going to be much further to the north of you, because I do believe that it may get warm enough here in that Saturday afternoon time frame to bring a little bit of freezing rain and sleet into Chicago. That's what's going to keep down your snowfall totals. So you got to stay tuned here. This could be a high impact storm for a good part of the upper Midwest. And by the way, Nick, not only road travel as well, but Chicago's major airport hubs, once again, for a third weekend in a row, could be highly impacted.
Wow, a lot of things to watch here in the upcoming days. Thanks so much, Tom. Hey, we want to talk